Yes, welcome to Bikes of Rye, and thank you for clicking on my video. Now, before we jump into this motorcycle review, as a rapidly growing motorcycle content creator, Bikes of Rye is dedicated to offering motorcycle related content, including motovlogs, touring, news, and bike reviews. If you simply subscribe to Bikes of Rye, you'll not only be sure not to miss out on valuable, entertaining content, but also be a part of our special growing community. So to those of you who have just kindly hit the subscribe button, welcome along for the ride. I very much appreciate you. Now on with the review. Here we are then, aboard the 1200 RS. Alright then, so first impressions is it feels very similar to my Street Triple 765 RS. Now I own a 2020 Triumph Street Triple 765 RS, and it is very similar to the way I am sat on it. In fact, if I close my eyes, which of course I'm not going to, okay, that's dangerous, but yeah, I would think I was sitting on my Street Triple. Now it's been a long time coming, me test riding this Speed Triple 1200 RS. I've been meaning to get hold of this way back sort of March, April time. I've had to continually chase up to get on this bike, so I'm really excited to finally be able to ride it. And you know, I have to be honest, this bike is a potential for me to upgrade to, whether or not I keep my Street Triple or I sell that, trade that in or whatever, and move up onto this bike. I have to say, I really like the dash. It's minimalistic, but it gives you exactly what you need. I can see the fuel gauge at the bottom. I like how the rev counter goes round in a circle, okay, and you can clearly see your speed as well as the gear you're in, and that's all I want to be able to see. It's not too busy, and I like that. Right, national speed limit sign here. Whoa! Okay. The interesting thing, right, is I've read a lot about how the suspension on this is very stiff, okay, and I've not seen that from one person. I've seen that from numerous people, and they review this bike and they say the suspension's too stiff, and I'm riding along here on this quite bumpy road, and I think it's very compliant. It's very plush, it's very sporty. I don't think it's oversprung. It's soaking up the bumps very well, and actually it's giving me great confidence. Oh my gosh, like it's just leaning. This is unbelievable. This handles, I'm not even trying. You know, as well, you wouldn't think you were riding a 1200. Okay, I'm just sitting here in third gear. Let's slow right down here to what, 23 mile an hour. Look how it just, so smooth. It's so refined. How is this possible? How is this a 1200? Please tell me. How is this doing it this well? How is it doing it? And here we go. Another, you know that sign, national speed limit sign, third gear. Oh my god, it just pulls. It's like, and the front wheel is hovering, and I'm not even giving it the full beans. Loads of torque. Oh my god, there's loads of grunt on this. And you know, I've test ridden the 1050, the previous speed, and that is nowhere near as torquey as this. This is a big difference. You know, I rode the 1050 and I was trying to work out if I should get the Speed Triple or the Street Triple back in the day, you know, a couple of years ago, and I had to say the speed back then when I test rode it, it just didn't seem any quicker than the Street Triple. And I wasn't the only person that thought that. A lot of people felt the same. You jump off the Street 765 RS onto the 1050 RS and you couldn't tell a lot of difference. However, I can tell you now on this is noticeably quicker. Yeah, I think you could get into a lot of trouble on this. Shall we see how it sounds in this tunnel? Very grunty indeed. You can tell it's a triple. Yeah, I can't get over how smooth this is and how easy it is to ride. The engine's all new, gearbox is all new. It's just very smooth. Easy, you know, you just know this is a bike that you could easily live with. Oh my god! Oh jeez, jeez! How is this? This is triumph. You've properly made a super naked. Oh my god! It takes off like a missile. Comfort wise, the bike obviously is sporty in its nature, but it's not that aggressive. I'm 6 foot tall, okay, and it's also very naked, this bike. You can get an optional screen for it, but I'm not sure that would make much difference. So okay, I am getting a little bit beaten by the wind, but would it put me off doing a long journey? Absolutely not. It's very pleasant to sit on. There's really hardly any weight on my wrists, and you know, you've also got cruise control, which obviously I'm not going to try and demonstrate in this video, but you know, it kind of is teed up to, you know, you could argue you could go touring on this. And this is what these bikes are designed to try and do. They're trying to do like everything. They're like the hot hatch of the car world, aren't they, these super nakeds? Just step off it for a moment and get some photos for the thumbnail and for the Instagram. Yeah, what do you think to the looks then? Gold forks, these are pretty. I like this stainless steel here, Stylema Brembos. I also like the single-sided swing arm, very pretty, but obviously you would have to remove this exhaust, stick a little stub exhaust on there so you could really see that. And actually I think the exhaust is the one thing that kind of lets the bike down in my opinion. Okay, photos have been taken. Got to say, I like the keyless start. So let's change the riding mode. Got road, sport, track, rider, rain. So we'll go to sport. Right, so I really want to see how capable this bike is at slow speed. So I'm hoping I can just sail across this roundabout. And yes, I can. I'm going to leave this bike in 6th gear. Okay. This. Oh my god. Okay, it's vibing a little bit, but look at the torque. Look at that. Oh my god. That is very, very impressive. And that's what you want. You want a bike that, you know, you just know you could ride this round town and it'd be so competent at doing that. And you just know, of course, when the road gets going and you want to open this baby up, it's going to take off like a rocket. Overtaking power. Easy, easy, lemon squeezy, mate. Well, hey, it just tips in so nice. Whoa! Oh, handling like it's on rails. Honestly, the handling. I'm really impressed by this. You don't even need to. You have to really. really hold back, because I'm telling you, this just wants to bomb out of the corners. Like, you could go so very quick on this bike. I honestly, I'm having to refrain myself. I want to just, it's like I want to go, I go so quick on it because it handles so well. The suspension's so good, the brakes are just like too good for the road. This bike is so capable. One thing I'm noticing here though is it's hard to, I can't get it into neutral. Oh, there it went. No, can't do it. There's one thing I would like to add actually, is that whilst it's got a very soft quick shifter both up and down, and it's been faultless this ride, the peg is very spongy. There's not much feedback, like you don't feel a positive click. Yeah, however, when you change gear, the electronics are very good at allowing that change, and you for really not to feel it actually changing. It's very smooth at doing that. Just pulled over and I want to give the bike a rev to see how it sounds. Oh, fruity. Let's do a bit of a launch here, no one's coming. Oh, easy. Didn't even need to wring its neck. Right then, a quick summary of the 2021 Triumph Speed Triple 1200 RS. So let's say that it was obvious I was very impressed with this bike. However, not all is perfect. First off, the new engine is incredible. This is a bike you could potter around town on. It is so smooth and friendly at low speed. Yet when the road opens up, you can just leave it in gear and ride hard from low RPM with seemingly endless power. Acceleration on this bike when you really unleash that 178 brake horsepower is ballistic. As for the new gearbox, well, as smooth as it was at changing gear, and it was very smooth, the quick shifter was faultless in fact. I have to say that I did feel like the gearbox was made of mashed potato until you tried to find neutral. Then it felt like it was made of cement. I personally would have liked the gear peg to give you that confirmed button click between changes, especially when you're in attack mode. Talking of being in attack mode, well, the brakes, chassis and suspension are godly. This bike feels so light, flickable and nimble, you would actually think you were on its little brother, the Street Triple. I actually genuinely had to hold back a lot. Then the question comes, is that a bad thing? Comfort wise, if you didn't want to hit the fast B road stuff, then you could easily hit slow A road. You can tell after an hour on a bike whether or not you'd get cramps, sore knees or sore back, and I felt literally none of that. We then need to consider the cost of the new Speed Triple, and at 15,500, I have to say Triumph have done a great job at pricing this bike very well when you consider the competition. You cannot ignore that when you are adding up what you're getting for the money. However, as superb as this bike is to ride overall, I didn't quite feel so special riding it at slower speeds. To be honest, I just feel it seems to lack character, that sex appeal, let's say, and that is so important in the super naked segment. You see, this bike is no doubt a premium bit of kit. It absolutely provides you a super naked performance. It is extremely capable and very compliant. But if I owned this bike, I am not sure I would walk away from it and look back at it just that one last time to admire it. Anyhow, that's all for this review, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to drop me a thumbs up, and I also look forward to your comments. Thanks for watching. See you later.